Hello and welcome back to Harley Cope's ADHD and Autism Mess channel. If you're new here, hello and hi. If you're still not new here, I guess, still hello and hi. I'm terrible at making introductions, so yeah. For today's subject, I have literally got my notepad once again. On today's video, I am doing unpopular opinions of social media, and this is mainly unpopular opinions that I found on the internet, so I'm kind of just going with the gist here. I have tried to word it in my own way so I don't get like copyright or anything like that. Also, before we start, please make sure to click that like button, hit that subscribe button, click the notification button, and also comment down on what you want to see next, I guess. But other than that, thank you for being here. Please make sure to get something to eat and something to drink, and we will continue. These are just 10 things that I'm going to be agreeing or disagreeing with, and putting my opinion onto it as well on what I think about it. So the first one is social media isn't that bad for your mental health, it's mainly on how you use it. I disagree and agree with this, mainly on the fact that yes, it is true that depending on how you use it, it can be bad for your mental health. I also disagree on it because of the algorithm is basically chosen to what you set it to, I guess, because at the moment I'm on a cross between makeup, book talk and motorbike stuff. So that's my main algorithm at the moment. But my algorithm ages ago was just really sad stuff, really like not something that you want to be seeing every single day, and something that can really cause you to be in a shell and drained and unhappy. But like I say, it mainly depends on how you choose to use it compared to how it is brought to you, if that makes any sense. The second one is follower counts and likes aren't important. In my goddamn opinion to that is that if you are a content creator or a social media influencer or social media person, followers and likes and comments are quite a big deal. But they kind of aren't at the same time, because of the more interaction that you get with your social media and your platforms and everything is going to help increase your showing, I guess. If you're just someone that likes to scroll on it or just likes to be there kind of thing, then like it shouldn't really matter too much. But sometimes you can dive too much into it and be like, you know what, I wish I was kind of like that, but then you can't really relate to it because of this person might be a social media influencer and you're just trying to vibe here, so it doesn't clash properly, and there are a lot of different rules that don't make them to clash for a reason. Number 3 is social media can be an activism for community building. I can actually really agree on this, but the thing is that you have to be very, very, very careful on what kind of like community you're going into, because some of the communities can be extremely dangerous and they can be very like manipulative or narcissistic, or they can be like, oh, I'm gonna brainwash you into thinking this when it's actually not true or not right to do this, and all that stuff, rather than for no reason going Social media can be something that can make multiple community build-ups and stuff like that, but you just have to be extremely careful. Number 4 is not everyone needs to be on social media, and not everyone needs to be posting or being on social media every single day. For social media influencers, obviously they're getting paid to do this stuff, so they will have to be on it like most of the time because it is their job. But for people that don't do it as a job and start feeling like mentally drained or something from it, they can gladly just like kind of click off the app for a while and then go back on it whenever they want. But for someone who is a social media content creator, they have to keep up with it as much as possible, and it has to be something that you really enjoy, otherwise like what's the point in becoming a social media content creator? So yes, if that answers that. And also by the end of this I will be saying on whether I disagree or agree, because I'm more explaining it than actually telling you it. Slay. Number 5 is the detox trend is very overblown, which basically means that it needs to be more out there than it is. And it needs to be like more accepting and stuff, because of, yes, social media is a massive thing and can cause a lot of mental health issues. It's not been great, I'll tell you that much. Number 6 is social media can capture self-learning and self-growth. I'm gonna watch you replay it, I'm gonna watch you get naked. And I can actually totally agree on that, because from when I started to now, it's changed so much. I have recently got into a relationship. I've got a half decent setup now. I believe that I've got better at makeup, but sometimes, yes, I do need a break from makeup. I will tell you that. I'm not continuous with it. I need a break every now and then. But I have a phone that is a brand new phone, pretty much, and it captures really good content. And I was very close to saving up for a camera, but I was like, you know what, this phone does exactly on what the camera needs to do for me, so I don't see the big deal of me getting an actual camera. But I've got a relatively decent setup for a beginner content creator, so this is all I really need. But yes, social media has really helped me to learn a lot about myself, learn a lot on how far I can go before I crash out, and taught me on how to kind of look after myself a bit more mentally. I still live with my parents. Number 7 is not everyone needs to be on a social media platform, needs to even have a social platform. The reason why I say this is because of social media can be good for multiple things, but it can also be extremely distracting, disturbing, and destructive. That's all I'm gonna say. If you get where I'm coming from, you get where I'm coming from. Number 8, real life connections. They still exist, and people in real life are still here. When you're trying to become a content creator, you can focus as much as possible on social media and your platforms and becoming the best you at it. But just remember that you do have, hopefully, you do have family and you do have friends. So don't push them out just for one thing. Make sure that you can create a balance with everything. I love how I'm saying that, but a lot of the time I try and balance like everything out, and oh my god, it drains me. So just try and balance everything out. I know that it's easier said than done, but trust me, if you can manage to balance stuff out, it will help. It will help out so much. Number 9 is focus on quality over quantity. Basically what that means is focus more on the quality of what you're creating and the quality of how your content is going to turn out compared to how much you're creating, because if you really think about it, the better that you make your things look, the more attraction it's going to build. And it's not so much on the fact on you having to post this stuff every single day. It's on the fact of you actually putting time and effort into that one single thing and then posting it, getting a load of attraction, and then redoing that over again. And number 10, the final but not least one, is the focus on privacy is very, very underrated. The reason why I say this is because of one thing about social media is that it's supposed to be for everyone, and if you get on the wrong side of social media, it can take you down a deep path of you being in the wrong area. And basically, like I said, it could mind wash you. It can make you think things that are right that are actually wrong. Maybe like if you're like a young teen or something and you're on social media and you see one thing that you actually like, and then it kind of leads you down to something that isn't wrong ideally, but it isn't for that kind of age area, if that makes any sense. So for example, if there's like a young teen who is still in secondary or something like that, and they see like a cosplay or something, because if you think about it, there are a lot of OF girls or boys or non-binaries or whatever, right? And they cosplay as well, which them two things crossing each other can lead to something really bad. And from the young person's mind, they don't really know maybe on what they're doing, but they don't ideally know on what's gonna happen, and it could lead them down a really wrong path, and it might be a path that they're not ready for. But that's the best way that I can explain it. For number 1, I will say that it's a 50-50 thing. I agree to disagree on it. Number 2, I agree to the point on this social media influencer stuff. Number 3, I agree to it being a safe place, not somewhere that can be horrible for someone's mindset. Number 4, I agree to this because of not everyone does need to be on social media, and not everyone needs to have a social media platform. It is what it is half the time. Number 5, the detox thingy. I agree that this is overblown and that this needs to be out there more. There's just so many like mental health issues out there that people go onto social media to get a job or to help their mental health. As a lot of the time, like, it does help, but sometimes it makes them go downhill very fast. So I do highly say that this is agree that the detox needs to be more out there. Number 6, the social media learning stuff. This is an agree. I agree that it's a showing a way of people growing and learning. Number 7, you don't need to post on it every single day. I agree to that, because if you do post on it every single day, it can mentally drain you. Like, depending on like what kind of content you post, but it can still mentally drain you. Number 8 is the real life communication and connections. which I agree to this. Like, you should not be able to just forget that people are in your real life and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that because I'm so focused on this. So I agree to that. Number 9 is the quality over quantity, and I do actually still really agree to that because it is always quality over quantity. If you have not noticed, by massive influencers like Simon Colby, Hope Scope, I forgot what her name is, but her name's like Morgan something, and then there's like Call Me Chris and Selena Spooky Boo that post almost every other day or something, and their quality is very good, but their quantity is like kind of a bit slow, but they get the interaction that they need. Number 10, focusing on the privacy, which is underrated, which is Ellie great, because of privacy when it comes to social media is not there half the time. But if you did indeed like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, please subscribe down below, click the notification bell, and please comment down what you thought of this. But yes, I'll see you later. Bye bye.